9-inch 1080p display, considerably larger than the 4.7-inch screen that is on the HTC One or the 4.3-inch screen that's on the HTC One Mini. Otherwise, it's very similar in design and looks to the other HTC One phones. You still have the boom sound speakers on the front, so you have dual front-facing speakers. It's got an aluminum and plastic design. This particular unit is a silver model, which HTC will be releasing this in. It still has the ultra-pixel camera, so it's a 4-megapixel camera with HTC's ultra-pixel technology. It still has the IR port at the top. A couple of big changes, though, are the power button has been moved to the side, and HTC has included a fingerprint scanner, which can be used to unlock the device with one hand so that you don't have to use the power button or the passcode on the screen if you don't want to. Inside, the HTC One Max has a Snapdragon 600 processor. It's the same processor that we saw in the HTC One. It's paired with 2 gigabytes of RAM, and in the US it will have 32 gigabytes of storage. The international models will be available with 16 gigabytes of storage. The One Max also has a micro SD card slot, so you can expand the storage. Built in, it has a 3300 milliamp hour battery, but that's non-removable or upgradable. Software-wise, the One Max is running Android 4.3 out of the box, and it's got HTC's latest version of Sense, which is now Sense 5.5. That includes a couple of new features for the blink feed settings. There's a new swipe-in menu from the left that offers different options, so you can drill down your blink feed into specific feeds, and it also now integrates Google Plus as well as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as it did before in your feed. And then you also now have the option to turn off blink feed entirely if it's something that you don't want to use. Other new features include tweaks in the gallery. It's a couple different things now. It's a different layout. There's more video highlight options. You can choose to have longer video highlights if you want, and you can also import your own music into them that's stored on the device. Overall, though, this is pretty much the same Sense experience that we have on Sense 5 on the HTC One. It's not really hugely different. It's just blown up to the larger screen size. Performance-wise, the device is very fast, even with the Snapdragon 600 processor. It's very similar to what we see on the HTC One. There's very little lag or delay with anything. The hardware is the same type of build quality that we saw on the other HTC models too. So it's got the aluminum finish as well as the plastic inlays that really just do feel nice when you hold it. Obviously, this is much larger to use in your hand. HTC says that it will be available for purchase by the holidays on Sprint and Verizon, though we don't know an exact price yet. We expect it to be competitive with other devices in this class.